Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hairy Muppet, and that introduction was way too long. It didn't mean to be that long. I was just going to say it normally, maybe a little bit longer than normal, just to sort of enunciate it, but it turned out to be some sort of bad boxing announcer's long sort of introduction. Anyway, moving on, getting into the game. This is the same folder as the game from yesterday, so it's another couple of new players which I've never seen before. It's like GSL Season 1 or something other than that. It's in a folder called Wildcard. I don't know what a wildcard match is, but I'm guessing it's, I don't know, I really don't know. It's some sort of bonus round or some sort of round where people, I don't know, just get in there and go wild or something like that. The game we cast yesterday was pretty wild anyway, so let's hope that this game is pretty much the same. So, down at the bottom right side of the map, it is Mr. CoCa, who I am probably going to call either Coke or Cola, because this name is just going to screw up my head if I don't. I'll try and call him CoCa, but it's going to be hard because, yeah. So anyway, he is 20 years old from South Korea. Is currently not part of a team. Apparently he retired March of this year, which is yeah, so not good. I don't know. I mean, it's whatever you want. I could say, you know, anytime anybody retires from Starcraft, that it's bad. It's like, oh, you should, you know, it's like all the cool players should always play Starcraft 2 forever. I could say that, but I'm just like, you know what? Do what you want to do. Basically, there's a song, "Do What You Want to Do," but I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know what band it's by actually, but I don't know. I have a feeling that I don't like the song. Actually, you know what? We're gonna center on this base so you can check this guy out, and I'm gonna look up what you wanna do. Who's this song by? I don't know. It's by like 10 different artists. Okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it is a good song. I'm pretty sure I've heard at least one version of that song, "Do What You Want to Do," that's by some person that I really didn't like, so that's why I didn't like the song. But maybe the original artist wasn't too bad. So anyway, Stork. I still haven't introduced him. We'll find out about that song after we've introduced this guy. So he is 25 years of age, from South Korea, plays for Samsung Galaxy, and yeah, he's pretty awesome. He's got his Nexus down. He's got a gate tech on the way. He's got blah 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 blah, which translated into English is a sentry and a mothership core. So there you go. You learn something new every day with CoCa, Mr. CoCa. There we go. I just call him Mr. CoCa because that sounds a little bit easier on the I don't know. I've just got like a filter where saying some things just, I don't know, they just weird me out a little bit. So if I put Mr. in front of anything, I can pretty much it sounds easier for me to say. I don't know, it's just some things. Like, you know how there's some words, like you say them 50 times in a row and suddenly that word just sounds disgusting? Like, it just sounds like this is the weirdest word I've ever said, and when I say it, I just feel weird and it makes me feel weird. CoCa is I'm not having a go at this player, by all means. I mean, we will have a go at him later on if he does badly in this game, but for now, I can't say anything, but it's just one of those words. So you just say CoCa, and it's just like, maybe because that doesn't have cola on the end, so I say CoCa, and it just sounds unfinished. It sounds like there should be more. Like, my mouth should be saying the rest of it, and my brain is having to forcibly stop it from saying cola after the end of it, and it sort of causes some sort of brain embolism or whatever the hell, some sort of word. I don't know what an embolism is, but it sounds like it makes sense in this context. Let's just go follow mode. I'm gonna look up this song. Do What You Want to Do. Wiki. I'll go to Wikipedia because that's how I found out who originally did it. Okay. Geez, that's like the shortest article I've ever seen. Done by a band called T connection from the Bahamas. Okay, so that sounds like a video. I'm pretty sure that was done by somebody else. I think I saw maybe Pink did a cut. I looked at Google, and usually Wikipedia says it, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. No, I think she did. She did something else. I don't think it's this song. Anyway, that's, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to sing it, so half of you probably don't know what song I'm talking about, but it's, yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Sentries force fielding. Oh man, might as well force field. I mean, they're going to die whether or not they've got energy. So there we go. Roach is coming out from Mr. CoCa, and he is going to be going nuts over here. So we got a ton of roaches coming out. Stork moving out with a bunch of sentries early on. Was not expecting that sort of pain coming out straight away. He does have a few cannons coming out, and yeah, I don't know, man. Stork, he's not really impressing me at the moment. CoCa is impressing me, but this may be a relatively standard build. I'm not sure. Just getting out a ton of roaches. He's definitely doing a good. It could be either that CoCa did a great build, or that Stork just did crap. Like, he just moved out with a bunch of forces, and it was just the wrong time. He just had his timings completely off. And I'm leaning towards Stork having his timings off there, because it's definitely possible for roaches to be out at that time, and Stork was just plainly not expecting it. He just ran out there and got owned. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. He's moving out with a bit more forces there. I'm still not sure that it's enough. It's mainly Stalker sentries. There are a bunch of zealots there, but I do not think it's enough right here. CoCa with a very, very impressive force. 61 over 34 in terms of active forces. And Mr. Stork pulling back. Just going to be playing it safe right here, but he's got to think of a better strategy. Now, a couple of Immortals would be huge at this part of the game. Hydras are coming out there, so he has to start thinking end game. So you're talking about Storm, you're talking about High Templars, you are talking about Colossus. And I have not seen anybody pull out a ton of Colossus on 2 bases. So Stork is going to have to think of some way to get a 3rd base fairly fast. Because otherwise, CoCa is going to get a 4th base and is just going to absolutely steamroll him with Hydras. There we go, the 4th base coming down. CoCa doing everything beautifully right here. I mean, just forget the first wave that Stork just sort of lost. He really, I don't know, man. He's just doesn't really seem like he's up for it against CoCa. It seems like CoCa is a stronger player. That's going to be my feeling right now. That's going to be what I think, and we will see if it turns around here. I'm not sure if it will. Maybe it will. Maybe CoCa will turn around, but he seems like he is behind just a little bit. He's putting down some zealots there. Very, very nice. Getting some good harassment going. Hasn't actually he's killed a worker there, I don't think. You don't think he managed to kill any workers. Maybe another one. But he did snipe a base right there. And that's good. I like that. I like that. So he had some nice 2-pronged attack stuff going on. Drops down some zealots, managed to get in, snipe the 4th base. That's a delaying tactic though. He needs to follow that up with a 3rd base. He's got some balls now. He's got some presence on the map. He's gone out and did some damage. He needs to follow it up with a 3rd base. If he doesn't follow it up with a 3rd base, then he is going to be screwed. And he needs to start getting some tech out there. I mean, seriously, mass stalkers is not going to do the trick right here. You need something else right now. Mass stalkers is going to get you freaking murdered right now. And he's not doing it. He's not listening to me. He's got the base tier 2 tech, but he needs to get Colossus tech, or he needs to get High Templar tech. And he's finding it hard to do on 2 bases. I can completely understand that. But a 3rd base is what he needs. He's going to move out. And I think when these guys come in, he's not going to be able to hold them. He's not going to be able to defend a 3rd base right here. So there we go. It's just up to CoCa to sort of build up, wait for the right time, and go in. And CoCa has been going in at the right time so far. Here we go. Are we going to see a 3rd base being built? I'm not sure about it. He's got a ton of Hydras. What are we looking at for upgrades? 1 versus 2. So Stork does have 2 weapons. I don't think he's going to make up for the fact that he is facing Hydras though. Time Warp, very, very nice there. Going to be killing a few, but the flank is coming. Stork is good. Yeah, he's actually force fielding there. Pretty nice, but I don't think he has the DPS to really take these guys out. And he doesn't have the energy to force field this wall forever. So he's going to have to pull back. And very orderly sort of retreat. So fairly nicely played by Stork and not losing any units. But then again, he didn't really do anything. He didn't kill a lot of units. He didn't really crush this army. He killed a fair bit of it. And maybe he can hold on here. He's actually killed a fair bit of it, I gotta say. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is when he can push out and actually get a third base. Because, my God, if he doesn't get a third base soon, he is so screwed, it is not even funny. He's gonna try for it, getting mass stalkers going out the front. And he's actually going to make it happen right here. It's not the best sort of play right here. Throwing stalkers against hydras is never the best play, but he made it happen. Only to be hit by mutas at his main base. No defenses here at all. The stalkers are nowhere to be seen. It's going to take him ages to get back here. No reinforcements, actually. He should at least pop down the next wave of stalkers down there, or at least these guys should run back and try and take them out. Even 4 stalkers could be enough to chase these guys away if they're doing enough job, but he's going in. He's going to try his stalkers in here. Going to try his luck. See how much damage he can do. CoCa is not stupid. He's building a million lings. He's going to throw them at the stalkers. I don't know if it's actually going to help. The critical mass of stalkers is just too great at the moment. And he can slowly take them down. I believe that if the armies come back to respective bases, then CoCa is going to be able to win. He's just got a ton of lings right here. 37, he is slowly losing them. There's no reinforcements getting out of this base. But yeah, I mean, every single Brilling that comes out is going to whittle this army down slowly, and there's so many Brillings that are going to be coming out, so yeah, I don't know, man. I do not see Stork winning this game. I mean, I just don't. And look at this, we got the 4th base over there, we got 3 spine crawlers. It's not going to help for long, but every little bit at this point in the game is going to help. It's basically a game of attrition right now, and you can see that CoCa is... Yeah, what's going on here, actually? Both of them down. A lot. Stork has actually got quite a few units. He hasn't been losing as many stalkers as I would have thought. And CoCa has been losing... yeah, he hasn't... Well, he's been building a ton of Ling reinforcements that all got killed as soon as they get out of the hatchery. So he's been building as much as he can, but they instantly die as soon as they come out. So that's why he hasn't been really reinforcing that much. So Stalker may be able to do it. I mean, Stork. Sorry, Stork. May be able to do it. This is not good. I mean, he's gonna take it, but man, I mean, you could try a little bit more not to get your forces annihilated by the... There we go. So he's just got finished off there. And this just this one base left. He's moving around, taking out some stuff. Workers getting taken out. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Let's do the math here. 27 lings, 16 32. I don't think he can do it. I don't think CoCa can actually do it. I don't think he can. He has split up his forces though. Half the stalkers over there, half the stalkers over there, and he's actually left this thing alive, which I'm not sure is good, because if he wants to win, he really should be destroying some shit. Oh man, is Mr. CoCa actually going to pull it out with a base race? Is he actually going to destroy this? No, it looks like this base, this simulator is going to be saved right now. And here we go, going for it. He's only got this base coming up, and that is it. After that, he has got nothing else. And he's got no more resources to build anything else, and neither does Stork. So yeah, okay, this play is pretty nice. Although with the half the Stalkers being out here, they are taking a fair amount of damage from the Lings, trying to attack the Mutas. The Mutas are slowly going down, which is very nice. Look at it, turning around to move them back into the Time Warp, or try to anyway. Mutas are going down, but not quite fast enough. The Lings are still doing a ton of damage. So he's pulling back. He's got still a decent army, but he cannot afford to really split them out and just go all over the place. Maybe sending out scouts to scout this base. I mean, that's an excellent idea right now. He does have a couple of workers, so he does have the option of plonking down a couple of extractors all over the place. And Stork, man, is sitting back here. He's waiting. I don't think CoCa is going to be silly enough to just run in there. He's just going to wait for a better opportunity to take these guys down. Are we at full zoom? We are. Here he goes. Oh yes, sniping. Couple of the Stalkers, gets one. And I hate to sound like a complete idiot, but killing one Stalker at this point of the game is actually helped him with the rocks. What a friend, and all of those guys do go down. So unfortunate, but here we go. A bunch of Zealots coming out. Just having a look over there. It's going to be a slow game right there. Oh, the Observer sees the hatchery. Wow, that's something special right there. But here he goes, putting a bunch of Stalkers around there. Might be enough to see it off. Meanwhile, the rest of the Stalkers going up. He's got Blink, so he can send the Stalkers up there. The Zealots not so much. They're going to go the long way. But here it is. I think that Stork is going for the win right here. Get your Stalkers down there. Come on, come on. No time to faff around. The Zealots get taken out. And suddenly, Mr. CoCa knows that something is terribly wrong. Stork is running straight past the hatchery. What the hell is going on here? You silly bastard. Get the hatchery. It's right over there. CoCa doesn't have enough to defend it, so just take it out. There he goes. Oh, going in. He's going to try and do something here. I don't think he's got enough. The Mutas are going to get owned, but there's still a little bit of links right there, and they're still doing a little bit of damage. One Stalker goes down. More Stalkers are going down. CoCa, there we go. The rest of the Stalkers coming off the line. They know that this is it. Finally, the last link goes down. There's only 3 Mutas left, 2 Mutas left. And CoCa gives the GG. It was a very, very nice last stand there. And, I mean, it's a very, very nicely played game by CoCa. He's pretty good, but in the end, I mean, Stork just went for a crap ton of Stalkers and managed to get good upgrades. He's got the armor. No, wait, that was the previous game. What am I talking about? He got the weapons. He got level 2 weapons early on, which really helped him out a lot. So those early weapons were good. I mean, CoCa had 2-1, but Stork had 2 weapons very, very early. He just went for mass Stalker. I mean, it's not your typical Masters level strategy. In fact, most Master level players would avoid going mass Stalker. They would go straight for the high tech, straight for the high Templar, straight for the Colossus. Stork went for mass Stalkers. And I suppose it makes sense when you say it like that, but I don't know, I mean, he won, so I can't take anything away from him. It was quite unconventional, from my point of view, to go for mass Stalkers, especially against Roach Hydra. He made it happen, and I think the upgrades, the early level 2 upgrades, were a major part of it. And it has been done, and a lot of people do it, just not generally in Masters. I don't see it a lot in Masters level anyway. That's what I'm going to say. I don't see it a lot in Masters level. But Stork, he went ahead, did the job, and so yeah, it's good. So I'm not going to say anything about unconventional tactics. I'm not going to say, oh, you know, I've seen like a million Master level games and these are the only viable strategies versus Zerg, because yeah, I mean, it worked. It happened. It was a bit of a mess, but eventually did come through. So just a bit of a slobber knocker at the end of it, with everybody going nuts. And I don't know, man. If CoCa hadn't switched over to muted Ling, if you'd kept going with Roach Hydra, I don't know what would have happened. Stork may have just got owned in that case, but yep, did take out the victory. So there we go, and it's nice to see a base race, is it? Yeah, I'm going to say it's nice to see a base race. We don't see them that often, but when you see them, it is nice. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you guys tomorrow with another game. Stay tuned for that. This has been Hairy Muppet.